Tensions between the U.S. and Iran have been playing out in Iraq for weeks now, with U.S. troops coming under fire and missile attacks for a second time this week. Today, ABC News chief global affairs correspondent and This Week co-anchor Martha Raddatz spoke with Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin in his first broadcast interview about the attacks and the U.S. response.
This week, we saw a second significant attack with those 10 rockets. Do you know who did it, and what kind of responses might we expect?
We want to make sure that, again, we understand who's responsible for this. The message to those that would carry out such an attack is that, expect us to do what's necessary to defend ourselves. We'll strike if that's what we think we need to do at a time and place of our own choosing.
Has Iran been given the message that this is not an escalation when we retaliate?
I think Iran is fully capable of assessing, the strike and our activities, and they'll draw their own conclusions. But what they should draw from this, again, is that we're going to defend our troops, and we're going to, our response will be thoughtful. It will be appropriate.
And Martha Raddatz joins me now from Washington. Martha, this is clearly a delicate diplomatic balancing act for the Biden administration right now in how to respond to Iran.
Exactly right, Juju. Delicate is the right word. These Iranian-backed militias not only want the U.S. out of the Middle East, there are some factions that don't want Iran to renegotiate the nuclear deal with the U.S. And the fear with these tit-for-tat attacks is that they escalate or that one side or the other overreacts. But Secretary Austin told me he is keeping a close eye on all of that and trying to find that balance. Juju.
And Martha, this is just clearly one clip. You had a wide-ranging conversation with Austin, who's the first black defense secretary to lead the Pentagon. What are some of the other topics you touched on?
We talked about extremism in the military. I have actually known General, now Secretary Austin, for many, many years. And I think the last time we did an interview together was in Iraq. We talked about where we are in Iraq now, how you go forward, but extremism and his historic as Secretary of Defense. It is historic. He is the first black Secretary of Defense. He talked about that, what that means to him. And the thing that really moved me is he said he does not want to be the last black Secretary of Defense. Juju.
Clearly breaking barriers. Martha Raddatz, thank you. And you can see much more of Martha's interview with Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin this Sunday morning on This Week.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.